Let's just go into our stretching here. I'll get you some cardio stuff, I promise. We're going to start with our windmills. Right to left. We'll get it all covered. I think Linda is getting her vaccination today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She said she was going to get something. Boy, that's great.
Yeah, because I see her now for one-on-ones at 11, but I think she told me she's getting her vaccination today.
Yeah. So you guys are doing, a couple one-on-ones a week?
Every Wednesday we meet up. She's had issues with her upper neck area, so.
Right.
It's like you kind of mentioned, so that mid upper back to upper neck, it can be a tough one because we don't want to inflame it for her. She's got a couple other things going on. I have to watch ballistic movements, and then I have to watch the overhead stuff. They're the biggest things with her. Let's go squat in your chest.
Yeah, for me, it's not my neck. It's, it's a little bit lower than that on my back.
Yeah.
It's kind of like right when you're doing the rowing, it's that area.
Mid back, the mid scapular area. Okay.
Yeah. So you had a couple of outdoor classes this morning?
I do. I mean, every day at 6 o'clock, we're going here. Let's go lateral lunges. 7 was really busy today with the time change and COVID. A lot of people have shifted at least an hour. So typically the people I would see at 6 have gone to 7, or 7 a.m. has gone to 8. So I've had this shift of an hour, which is fine from a lot of people. So, because of those two things. And then, yeah, and then it always depends on the rain and snow. When it rains here, usually Tahoe's going to get snow, which means if I have my avid skiers or snowboarders, that they're going to be gone. So then it slows down.
Oh, yes. So a lot of people have been going up there, huh?
Only in Marin do I follow that. So I kind of know.
Right. I know. Boy, I miss skiing, but yeah, I just haven't felt comfortable going up there,
Yeah.
But one of these days, God, I'd love to get back up there.
And let's go arm rotations here. I mean, I love to snowboard once or twice a year if I can.
Yeah.
It's a lot, to go, unless you have a place up there. It's a lot to do that, right? You got to get all your equipment. You got to get up there.
Oh, yeah.
We usually do day trips, so we don't stay overnight. We usually leave at like 5 or 6 and then get up there and then ski till like 2 and then come home.
Yeah.
Because we just don't go enough. We're not there yet. Switch directions.
Yeah, we usually try to get up there a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Try to time it right so you can go during the week when it's not crowded.
Right. But the Monday, Tuesdays are great if you can.
Right. Yep. Yeah, we went did a mountain bike trip on the Flume Trail, and that was great.
Oh, nice. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a band?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do some band work as well?
Sure, yeah. So I've got this. This one is yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No worries.
Let me know if you need it back soon.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay right now. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do some band. I'm just thinking for like triceps type stuff. Do you have an anchor point for your bands? Like, can you wrap it around something?
Yeah. Should I use this or?
Like you could almost see the bottom of your bedpost down there. You can wrap it around the bottom bedpost.
Okay, which one would be better? The one with the handles?
Yeah, do the one with. Well, let's see. Let's try the one with handles. So you're gonna kind of have a low anchor point, if that makes sense. And you're gonna do an overhead extension. I can't do it from this one, but anyway, you're gonna do an overhead extension with those triceps. So with your low anchor point, we're gonna go overhead with that band and do a band overhead tricep extension here.
Let's see.
So face the other way now.
What?
So face the other way, the opposite. You're gonna go overhead triceps.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're gonna see if that works or not. You tell me.
Oh, okay, like,
There you go. Now put 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Nice.
oh yeah, oh, that is good.
There you go.
Now, what about elbows? Do I want them close to my
So
head?
try to tuck in your elbows, almost like a soccer throw in.
Let's see.
And you know what you can do as well is you can drop to your knees, and let's try that as well. So that way the range of motion is a little different. So try dropping to your knees and now doing this. So there's not as much tension in that band.
Oh, right, right.
And then you overhead tricep. Yep.
Okay, right.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. So it should be a little easier, hopefully.
Yeah, it is easier.
There you go. That's what I want.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's probably about right. Like in
Good.
terms of
Perfect.
tension.
And let's do
Yeah.
10 to 15 more of those.
Yeah, this is good. This feels like it's really targeting that area.
There you go. Because you've talked about some hotel workouts, right?
Yes, exactly.
This is great. So actually, I like that. Let's kind of stick with that theme today, and let's give you some. This is going to be your hotel workout. So your band, you can travel with you, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And then I guess I could always, there's got to be something that I could wrap it around.
Yeah, you can't. So you should be able to wrap it around the bottom of, or like a doorknob. So the bottom of a bedpost or a doorknob is perfect. So now let's go back to that original position you were in and do those band curls. So now you can face the bed,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can stand up or you can stay seated. Either one's fine. You might be able to stand on this one.
Yeah.
Good, and then you can do your curls. Awesome, exactly. So let's
Yeah.
do about a minute of curls now.
Yeah, this is good. And then I can just kind of adjust the tension
Yep,
by how far back I am.
yep. And then eventually I'm gonna have you feed one of those handles through the other one, and we're gonna create kind of that one band. I'll show you what we're gonna do now. Okay, let's go another 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is good. It really targets the bicep. I guess bicep and tricep a little bit.
That's right. So, and then what having the band, actually, you're going to use some of your legs and core to stabilize yourself as well. So now we're going to take your band and you're going to feed one handle through the other. So if you see my handles like this, I'm going to feed one through the other.
Right?
And then I'm going to let that slide down. So I'm like this. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So now we're going to do from here, we've done kind of wood chopper. So now I'm going to face sideways here with my anchor point. So my anchor point's that way. So my toes kind of line up, if that makes sense. So from here, and it's okay that it's low, I'm going to bring it up and across the body here into more of that wood chopper we've done before. So now we're kind of, you heard that transverse abdominis, and we're just bringing it across the body. And see how that feels.
Yeah. Yeah, this feels good. Kind of a core or oblique.
Right. That's exactly right. If that's too easy, then you can inch out a little bit. Let's go 30 to 40 seconds aside.
Yeah, this is good hotel stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't carry the weights in my suitcase.
Yeah, like this should be perfect. And you can use this red band, should be perfect for you. I mean, if you had 2 or 3 bands, awesome, but you can just do this with one band. So let's switch. Let's do the other side, face the other way. And if you like, I'll jot this stuff down for you and send it to you, what we're kind of doing today. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll give you your little 30-minute hotel workouts.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. "15 seconds. And then I'm going to give you a little balance exercise.
Okay.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what we're going to do now is you're going to put that band in your right hand. You're going to face your anchor point. And what I'm going to do is you're going to do a little balance here. So I'm going to drop down maybe like 3 or 4 inches. And then as you come up, I'm going to pull right towards my rib cage. So this is not fast. It's kind of like doing a single leg squat, but I'm not going to go down super low. And then as I come up, I'm just going to do a nice little single arm row here.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to drop down a little bit. I'm going to extend my hand out. And then when I come up, I'm going to pull. So it's a lot of stabilization on that leg that's on the ground. So if the band's in your right hand, your left foot's on the ground.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So there you go. So drop down a little bit. And then as you come up, you'll row.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Awesome. Yeah. And if that feels too easy, then you start dropping a little lower, right? So let's do a few more here. Let's get right around 10 aside. So this is kind of that single leg squat into a standing row. I do this move a lot with my cyclists.
Oh, okay. To strengthen the leg muscles?
That's right. Yeah, just their balance and some of that core. Yep. All right, and let's go ahead and switch sides here.
Kind of reminds me of water skiing a little bit.
There you go, exactly. I'm terrible at water skiing.
Really?
Oh my gosh, the last time I tried it, which is a while ago, but I just could not stay. I think I got up once and I stayed up for like 5 seconds. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, that is so frustrating.
It was just, I couldn't, I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure there's some better technique.
Yeah, it just comes down to there's one little move, and it sounds like you were just doing some little thing wrong. Like, I've been skiing for a long time. My husband's a really good skier, and we have a boat and we go up to Lake Trinity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's like his favorite vacation ever.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and so I've been skiing for a long time, but for some weird reason, I guess it was like about a year and a half ago, we were up there and I couldn't get up on the ski. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get up, and it was making me crazy.
Oh.
And then finally I figured out I was just doing something wrong. I just had my hand pulled in instead of extended.
Oh, yeah.
Just that tiny little thing. And
A little bit, yep.
once I figured that out, boom, I got right up.
That's awesome. So now we're going to go ahead, if you don't mind, let's try it. So we'll go ahead and undo it. So we have the anchor point down there.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that half squat to row. Once again, I don't want it to hurt your back too much, but that half squat, and then you're going to row as you come up, okay?
Yeah, well, I think it's important for me to continue trying to strengthen that area.
Yeah.
And I'll just see if, later today, because it doesn't flare up really bad, but I might just feel a little bit of soreness, but I think I have to because it's something that I need to strengthen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do a
So
squat.
squat down, and then you're going to row as you come up here, right? We're going to squat down, then we're going to row as we come up, just pulling right towards that rib cage. If you need to spread your feet apart a little bit, you can. Give yourself a base. And this is something where if you had one of those like L-shaped doorknobs, you could do that as well too. So your anchor point's a little bit more like waist versus like down low, which is not the end of the world, but.
Oh, right.
Usually it's a lot easier to find an anchor point down low because something heavier, a bed,
right,
whatever, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
The higher anchor points are going to be usually like doorknobs and stuff like that. So
yeah, I could just tie it around a doorknob, right?
That's right. So let's go another 20, 30 seconds, and then we'll turn you around into those chest presses.
Okay.
Perfect. And let's flip you around in those chest presses. So just like you would do a push-up, and you can put 1 foot forward. We're going to push here, right in front of the chest, up and together, just like you do a standing push-up, basically. And if you need to stagger your feet a little bit, you can. How's that feel?
It kind of digs into my arm, the top of the
So
band.
let's do this. Let's drop to your knees again. And let's try that. And I tell you what, instead of it bringing it together, just go straight forward. Let's do that, okay?
Okay.
So drop to your knees. If you need to scoot forward, you can. And then once again, let that band come up a little on the higher portion versus underneath the arms. I want it up high.
Like this.
There you go, yeah. And just go straight forward instead of bringing them together, and that way it won't rub as much. I know. I would actually probably have you at a higher anchor point, like a doorknob on this one, but if you're strong enough to do it, you can even do a band fly. If that feels okay, you can bring it all the way out wide and do more of that. That's okay as well too.
Like this.
There you go. It's going to be a little tougher.
But yeah, it doesn't rub as much on my arm.
Yeah, you're not gonna rub as much, exactly. And this is where I'd have you use like a green band versus a red, but it's okay.
Oh wait, this one is green.
Oh, it is. Is that one green?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm colorblind then.
Well, I'm sure that I'm backlit.
Yeah. And now you can switch legs. If you want to, you can put the other leg forward. Let's do a few more here. Let's go 15 more seconds here, and then I'm going to give you a different move here. We're going to stand up with it. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we're going to take it away from your anchor point. You're going to put it underneath your feet. And if you can, I'm going to have you bring it up to here. Tell me if that's possible.
Okay. Under both feet or just one?
Under both feet. I'm going to go about shoulder width with my feet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so perfect. So spread your feet apart. All right, so from here, what I'm going to do without kind of dragging the band is I'm going to do a shuffle. I'm going to step, shoulder width, step, shoulder width. So I'm not dragging the band along the floor. I'm barely kind of lifting my feet up, but you're going to feel a lot of this in your hip abductor. So I'm doing a little left to right shuffle, maybe 3 to 4 to the right, 3 to 4 to the left. It doesn't take much. It's just kind of like when we use that dynamic stabilizer around our knees in class, kind of the same concept here.
You know where I feel it is it the trapezius?
That's right.
On top of my shoulder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by holding the band, of course, yeah.
Right.
So you really challenge yourself on that step, really pushing out, and only keep your feet shoulder width. Yep, so shoulder width to a big step out. And let's go another 20, 30 seconds here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if let's see, the green is the stretchiest one, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, usually typically most bands will do like yellow, green, red, and then it gets into like these purples and blacks. That's most bands will kind of have that color. Rainbow, going from easiest to hardest.
Yeah.
But it depends on your height. If you're 5 feet tall,
yeah, right.
It's easier versus you're 5, 6, 5, 7. So yeah, I mean, it all depends on those certain things.
But green is the easiest?
Green's a good in between, yes, exactly. Unless you're doing like a micro yellow or something like that, The thing about the yellows is though it gets really thin is it has a tendency to break a lot easier, right?
Oh,
So now, once again, if you had the strength to do it, and this is dependent upon your band, I would have you do kind of that push press, that quarter squat to overhead press, but that might be too much.
yeah, it feels like it's pretty tight.
Yeah, so then I won't have you do it. If you had a yellow or something micro, I would have you do that, and that's okay too.
I've
Or
got
even
red.
1 foot, you might be able to do 1 foot versus two, where you can bring it up and do the same thing. But it's still, I mean, these bands, it's going to be a lot of tension for that stuff.
Right.
But I tell you what, let's put that to the side. We'll come back to those movements.
Yep.
Let's go to our cardio here. I want to go kind of the left to right, little lateral hops. Okay, we'll do those ice skaters for about a minute here. Just to kind of get your heart rate moving.
Yep.
Anyway, that was about what, like 8 to 10 band movements that you could do in a hotel room. Like I said, it's really just finding that anchor point, and that positioning of how to create more or less
Great.
tension.
Yeah, no, I really like that because that'll just continue to work those muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when I travel, I just get,
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
kind of nice to have like 3 bands, like kind of have like a micro yellow green, have that red, and then have like, like a purple. Cause it's, when you do like a row, you can go heavier on the red and purple. When
right.
you do more like an overhead press, it's going to be more like yellow green. So
I've got red and green. So which one's easier of those?
I would have you, if you could in time, I'd have you grab even a thinner one, like a yellow, like get like a yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then you could double some of those up as well too. But I'd have you get just one down. I know. So get the yellow one, and I think you'll be able to do some of those overheads and rear delts, stuff like that. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep. That would be the last one I'd have you get. Good. Give me go high knees up for 30 seconds here. High as you can. And we'll grab some water here in just a second. 30 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get a quick sip of water. And let's go back through some of our band stuff.
Yeah, that's great. These will be really helpful for me.
Yeah, and like I said, this is just a good on the road you can do anytime, anywhere. You got 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. I just booked a trip. In April, I'm going to go back and see my mother in Massachusetts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Yeah. So that would be good to go back there, and I'll be fully vaccinated. So.
Perfect. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so that'd be great. But I'll bring this, and you do this kind of workout. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll jot all this stuff down for you so you can take it with you.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
So let's go back to our triceps to biceps. So same thing. I'm going to have you go ahead and wrap it around the bottom of that bed. Drop to your knees, and we'll do that overhead tricep extension. Okay. Nice, good. Awesome. Yes. You're a pro. You got it down.
This is a good one. I like it.
Yeah. You can always wrap a hotel towel through the loops on some of those things and do some different exercises, gripping onto a small towel. So I can show you some of that as well too.
Oh. And what does that do?
So
it's just like a different motion.
So what we could do is just create a different tension. So like when I have you wrap the one handle through the other, I could create less resistance. So I could put a towel through here, and then I could grab onto both ends of the towel and then go back like a curl. But I'm not going to have as much tension because I just have the single band versus the double.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Good. Let's turn around. Let's go curl. So you can stand up on this one, right? And then
yep.
we'll do those standing curls facing our anchor point now.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to start to travel again.
I, I know.
See if I remember how. I think I've gotten really used to staying at home.
I know. I think it's going to be catch-22 for all of us to like, it'll be nice to get out more, but at the same time, it's nice to just sometimes jump online and do certain things like a Zoom class or something like that, right? It's going
Oh,
to be a
yeah.
different, I think it's going to be a different feel. I think you'll love it. You'll love the view to get out a little bit, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's just kind of in my DNA.
Right. 3, 2, 1. All right. So let's make that single band again, like we did, right? Wrapping through. And then we'll go back to those twists we did before across the body.
Mhm. So I guess things will start opening up a little bit more downtown. It sounds like things are starting to open a
Yeah.
little.
We're going to go into the orange tier here. And I think it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I think those people that are vaccinated will definitely jump right back into it.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm interested in next flu season. That's my
Oh, wondering if there's going to be like a new
yeah
strain.
just whatever. Just in next September to see how things are treated. Go and switch sides. You can face the other way. You know, I think the biggest thing I was thinking to myself is, how do most adults get sick? Well, they get sick from the kids bringing stuff home from school, right? So now
Yeah,
that the kids are going to be full time coming
yeah,
up here shortly, especially in the fall, like, you know, that's at least for me, that's where I would get sick, was from my Camden going to preschool.
yeah,
So it'll be interesting what happens.
yeah. I know it. I mean, it's amazing that they figured out this science to get this vaccine right so
Yeah.
quickly. And it seems like they're going to be able to adapt it to any of the variants, with boosters.
I mean, what did they originally said? They said like 2 years, right? When they first came out, like the vaccine was going to take 2 years.
Yeah.
Um,
They,
but as we all know, and I hate saying this, is that there's a lot of money involved with this, Deanne.
oh, right, exactly.
So
Yeah, no kidding. So a lot of it's
between that and technology, you know, you can always speed things up.
right,
Let's go
exactly.
back to those single squats, that row. It is. It's pretty amazing, though. I mean, thank God we're in 2021 here, because 20 years ago it wouldn't be this fast.
Yeah, I just saw this thing on TV last night about a woman at UC Berkeley. She's a scientist.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the research that she did became the basis of the vaccines that we have.
No way. Wow.
Yeah, and another interesting thing is I recognized her because I photographed her.
Oh, no way. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I photographed her a few years ago for Science Magazine.
Go and switch other side.
Yep. And she actually won a Nobel Prize last October.
Wow.
So, yeah, she's pretty amazing. But I didn't realize that the research she was doing had so much to do with the vaccines. You know.
I have a client right now who studies fruit flies
Oh,
to create a cure for Alzheimer's disease.
really?
I guess their like genetic code, it's like 75, 80%. It's like the same. It's really interesting. Yeah, she's from Brazil and she's giving like talks all over the nation now, and
Wow,
um,
fascinating.
really fascinating. Yeah, it's something you would never think of. The different insects or animals they'll use for these different diseases for their study cases.
I know, and that's why it's so important for us not to let anything go extinct, because who knows what they're gonna
Right. That's right.
provide in terms
That's
of
so true.
medicine.
That's right. Good. 3, 2, and 1. So let's go ahead. Same thing. Let's go ahead and take it off so we can do those squat rows, right? So we'll put the band on the bottom, but let's have the 2 hands on the handles now into
Yep.
that squat row.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one foot and see what happens with that. Okay, so let's see. So which one?
No. So I'm going to have you, so wrap the banner on the bottom again. Remember, we're going to put 2 hands on and we're going to do that squat to standing row. Yeah.
I'll wrap it on the bed.
Yeah, on the bed. Yep. We'll try we'll come back. We'll try the other one too.
Oh, right. Okay, so that was.
There you go. Yep, that's right. So squat, and then as you come up, we're gonna pull in just like you do a row machine, right? And if you need to stand back a little bit, you can, and spread those feet apart so they're at least shoulder width here. So we get a nice little base. So drop those hips down, and we come up. We're gonna pull back.
Yeah, this is good.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, I was watching Jimmy Kimmel last night. It was, we recorded from the night before, and he had a guest on, Dr. Sanjay Gupta. He's the doctor on CNN.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, he's great. And he was talking about this book that he just wrote about the brain and about how you can, it's like a lot of the studies with Alzheimer's and stuff, like losing brain cells. And he says that here are the things you can do to build those brain cells back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it sounded kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Like there are just different things you can do to keep a healthy brain as we get older. So
I totally believe it. I honestly, yeah, I mean, brain exercises, reading, all that stuff, I think is awesome to continue to do that stuff.
Yep.
Last one. Good. We'll turn around. So same thing. You can drop to your knees, and let's go back to that chest fly we did, right? We're going to face the other way. I was thinking to myself the other day that, because there was this guy, this scientist who was doing things, both hands, both feet. He would have all these brain exercises that he would do. He would write like left-handed daily. He'd brush his teeth left-handed. He was all right-handed.
Oh, really?
He'd pick up marbles with his left foot, put them in a cup, and then do the same thing with his right foot, which is very PT-like. I mean, physical therapists do a lot of this stuff for different injuries and stuff like that, and voc rehab. But it just made sense to like continually to get the, keep the brain kind of focused on being able to use all sides of the body.
Exactly. Yeah, that's really interesting.
Like, I don't think I could write my name left-handed right now if you asked me to.
I know, mine would not be legible.
So either the press or the fly. I'll leave it up to you. Like I said, if it's more comfortable to do the fly, you do either one. The press will be easier to do, but like you said, it may do a little rubbing.
So this is the press.
Yeah, and if you have like a long sleeve, workout shirt, you can always wear that too. That'll help.
Great.
With that friction against your arms.
Is this the fly?
Yeah, out wide. Yep. So you're gonna bring those arms out wide And it's just a little slight bend in the elbow, and then you just do a little squeeze. You come right in front of the sternum.
Yeah.
Give me 10 more seconds here. Let's do a few more here. There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, I know before you were trying that band underneath the feet for the presses. Let's go back to the shuffles like we did before.
Yeah.
And then we'll see if we can do some overhead presses.
Okay. Now I've got this red one. I'm wondering if this would be better. Oh, wait.
Yeah, and you could try, like you have I see you have the PT band as well. So any of those bands you can give a try to.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
this one is.
Yeah, and you can try that as well too. That's exactly right. You're just going to be squeezing onto the band versus a handle. So it's going to work your grip strength a little bit more.
Oh, right. Yeah, this
There you
one.
go. Exactly. You can tuck your elbows in and hold it here. I know. So that's the only thing is when you have something that doesn't have the handles, a towel, a band like that, it's just going to be more grip strength. That's all you're doing.
Right.
Good. You can keep your hands down if you need to. And you can also choke up or choke down on that band as need be.
Right.
There you go. Keep your perfect. Awesome. And actually, I'll give you another one with that band you're using right now. After this, I'll give you a different one. I just thought of something.
Am I doing much of a squat or pretty much?
So you're just going to keep a slight bend in the knees, and we're just going to focus. You can stay down a little bit, but I'm just basically going shoulder width to that step is all I'm doing here. It's 3 to 4 to the right, 3 to 4, but I'm not going to let my feet go any closer together than about shoulder width, just to kind of keep a little tension for that hip adductor here.
Yeah, I can feel that in my hips.
Yeah. Now, if this is easier to do an overhead press with, and you can move your hands on that band, then from here, you can just do more of a push press or an overhead. So I don't know how that feels. You can try it and see.
I think I like having a handle.
You could do triceps, exactly. There you go. So you got it down perfectly. You could do triceps, or you could do more of a press with it.
Right.
So either one, depending on your hand positioning there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Nice. Let's keep going. I like that. You said triceps, so let's keep this going for another 15.
So will there be any changes to the gym as we drop down to the next tier?
I mean, it's 25%. What I am going to do, I'm looking at is I have circuit stuff that I do. So half my class is kind of on the mat or running down the street. And then my other half is like circuit stuff, basically like three spin bikes or 3 Bosus or 3 boxing bags set up outside.
Yeah.
What my plan is to do is to make just inside the door, because you know the setup, the pull-up bar area is to do maybe 2 to 3 people at a time wearing masks, but have that as a circuit station. So that's my plan, is to like circulate through 25% at a time.
Yeah, and near the door, so there's plenty of ventilation.
Exactly, right. And to have, I can turn on my air to have the air kind of filtering through. So now we're gonna take our band, and I wanna do pullbacks here, just like this with that same band you just used. And you're gonna find that sweet spot on the band.
Right.
Good, and control on the way back. And we can do 20 or 30 of these. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. I could have done one-on-ones inside a long time ago, but I opted not to, just because we've had such good weather, and because I've just kind of waited just to be safe. I'm starting to get more people vaccinated. Once my one-on-ones start to get vaccinated here in the next 6 weeks, I'll bring them inside if they want to come inside. So,
well, that's
yeah, I mean, I can bring most things outside. That's the night, and we've had good weather. We're in Marin. I'm not in Nebraska, so you know that's the benefit of being here. All right, give me 5 more of those rear delt rows, and then we'll finish up with that cardio. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just went on my own judgment, Dean. No matter
Yeah.
what the county kind of said, I wanted to do what I felt was safe
Yeah,
for me
I
and
think
my
that
family and for
that
my
makes
clientele.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense. You know what feels right and all.
yeah. I mean, in a gym, you breathe hard. I mean, it's not. It's not even. It's different from a restaurant. You know. Uh,
Right.
it's just
Yeah.
a, it's you know between us and bars, we're the last two. You know, really.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right, so let's finish out with our ice skaters. So our high knees, we'll go about 30, 40 seconds here, and we'll finish out with those high knees for 30 to 40. Anyway, that's kind of the plan. When summer comes, I think because the amount of vaccinations, there's going to be a lot of travel, so it'll slow
Yeah.
down. So it'll be
Right.
good timing come August, September for it to get busier inside. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
yeah, and I should have pretty much everybody should be vaccinated by that time. And
Yeah, definitely. Everyone who
but
wants to get vaccinated.
But a lot of people love the outdoor components, so I'll try to keep that going in some regards as long as the weather's nice. So
Yeah, it's great that you're able to do that.
yeah, yeah, I'm very lucky. So
Yeah, you have a great location for
yeah,
that.
I'm very lucky. All right, let's go high knees. Last 40 seconds, high as you can. Nice. And last 20, 19, 18, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch it out, whatever you like.